Hello Penny Pinchers, my name is Dehan and welcome back to your number one place for all your investing needs. In today's video, we're going to be looking at 5 biotech penny stocks to own right now in the rest of February as well as 2021. Now stick around until the end of the video to find out which one of these is going to be my favorite biotech penny stock on this list. Let's dive on in and check them on out. So the first biotech company is going to be Celsion Bio Inc. So Celsion Bio is one of the biotech stocks we've discussed over the last few months on here. So the company specializes in cancer treatment. In particular, the company has reached a few milestones in the development of its Vicinium treatment of BCG, unresponsive non-muscle invasive bladder cancer. The company submitted a biologic license application in December. Following this, Celsion was invited to an application orientation meeting to familiarize the FDA with the treatment. To bring a Vicinium to market quickly, this is the important meeting to have, obviously, because they want to showcase what they have. So for those of you with SESN stock on their list right now, this could also be a crucial week ahead and a risk on that. Whenever it comes to FDA-related events dates, it's almost like earnings dates because, this huge news could be happening out during this release, and that's a good thing. So a good result, and the market usually reacts favorably. A bad outcome, and many times it's a look out below. In this case, Tuesday, 12/16 is when the company expects to learn if the BLA was accepted for the filing or not. The company also hosts a business update conference call before the market opens. Again, this could be a high-risk situation depending on the outcome, so if SCSN stock is on your list, it's important to remember that. So obviously, guys, like we said, a lot of these times we're going to have to sell the news type of situation. So stocks can run up to the news and then pull back down even on positive news if we have a lot of volume and people are going to sell off, once the positive news comes through. But that doesn't always have to be the case. If we have positive news, the stock will continue to boom on up for a few days until we, start to taper back off when we hit that overbought territory. So that's something we're going to have to look with SCSN. But if we have negative news, this is definitely going to pull back down. If it pulls back down, you're going to have to watch for a new support level. Once it hits a new support level down there, it begins to consolidate, that's when you want to get back on in because that stock is going to continue back up in the future once it starts to produce other trials to come through. So ticker symbol SESN. This one was down about 1% on Friday. It's trading at $2.80 now. If we can see here, last year it was trading around 55 cents. So since then it's went up about 400-500% in a matter of a year. So we see volume is very, very healthy, especially since December. We're trading around 10, some days even 15-20 million shares traded on a daily. So volume is a very key player. We see here at the beginning of the year, almost 2021, it was trading around $1.25. So since then we've already seen a 100% gain. It pulled back down from this $1.82 area all the way down to $1.20. Then we continue to trend on up throughout the end of 2020, beginning of 2021. We saw some volume pick up once again here. The stock went from 170 all the way up to highs of about $3.21. And like I said, we're having that, run. It's running up to that news on Tuesday. Now what we're going to have to be looking out for Tuesday is the stock going to continue push up if we have positive news, or is the stock going to, pull back down on negative news and what happens with the filing. So we're definitely going to have to keep an eye out on this one. Leave a comment below if you're looking at this one or what penny stocks you're looking at right now. As always, guys, thank you so much for viewing my content. Let's aim for 300 plus likes on this video in the first 24 hours. So smash that like button for me. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell notification so you get notified every time we make a new video. If you guys want to support the channel and get exclusive content on the Discord, check out our Patreon, link in the description. If you guys want to sign up for Webull, check the link in the description. Get your 2 free stocks when you sign up with Webull today. And as always, stick around until the end of the video to find out which one of these penny stocks is my favorite one on the list. Second biotech company on the list is going to be Histogen Inc. So this one right here, this year has been a much different year for Histogen, considering that the company finished 2020 at all-time lows. The last few weeks have been much different. In fact, since the start of 2021, HSTO stock has climbed more than 140% after receiving highs of $1.95 last week. This rally began after the company raised $14 million to start the year, focusing on developing its current products. Histogen is a clinical stage therapeutics company developing potential restorative therapeutics that trigger the body's natural process to repair and maintain biological functions. Now, just reading off of that sounds very, very interesting to me. And when a company raises money like this, that's a lot of money that they can put back towards this to, do a lot more research and studying. So right now, attention is on the company's investigational new drug application package for phase 1-2 clinical trial of HST-003. This is the company's platform intended to regenerate hyaline cartilage in combination with the microfracture procedure. The FDA put the submission on hold pending more questions that arose. In particular, the FDA explained that it would provide written notice by February 12th, yet nothing has been recorded recently for us. So, something that may be in the back of traders' mind right now is what was announced in December. The company is expected to release week 26 final study results for XST-001 in early Q1 2021. Considering we're in the middle of the first quarter, this could be one of those speculative drivers at the moment. XST-001 is Histogen Therapeutics for hair loss. Considering to firm dates were given, it is unknown when the information will actually be presented, but we're going to be expecting it anytime now, any week. So this one is going to be ticker symbol HSTO. It was currently up about 2.3% on Friday, currently trading at $1.72. It was up about 4 cents on Friday. So we see this one, highs up here of over $7.50 in 2020. And like we said, down here in December, it ended the year off on a low. Literally, it ended on the low of about 76 cents down here, and volume started to pick up 16 million shares. Then we saw up here, 8 million shares. The volume continued to boom on up. It was trading around, 1 to 10 million shares every single day. We saw it go all the way from that low of about 76 cents all the way up here to a high of about $1.95. So since then, almost a 200% gainer that we've seen. So volume is picking up. Now we're going to be looking out for this one is to break through the resistance area, I guess you could say, around this $2.27, $2.30 area. If it can break through that, the next one is going to be around this $3 area. So we're going to personally give this one a price target of $3 per share, because if it can pass through that $3 per share, it can continue to move on up with more volume. So definitely one to keep on your radar for the rest of 2021. And the third penny stock on the list is going to be Atossa Therapeutics Inc. So you guys know I love Atossa Therapeutics, ticker symbol ATOS. This is one of my favorite, actually, biotech stocks. Just in general, I've actually owned some of this in the past. So right here, since mid-December, Atossa Therapeutics has been on the biotech penny stocks to watch. This is due in part to the company's numerous pipeline candidates. Atossa is working on treatments for both breast cancer and the Rona. Similar to Histogen, the first quarter has become the center of attention for specific treatment updates. This specifically for Atossa Rona drug pipeline that includes AT-301, which is going to be the nasal spray, and AT-H2O1 inhalation therapy. So the nasal spray, we've talked about the nasal spray many, many times, guys. So if you guys remember, and if you watch my videos, you definitely know about this one. It's going to be a product that you can use at home instead of going through your doctor, and it's going to be inhaled through your nose. So that is something that they're looking through right now. So AT-301 is being developed for at-home treatment of the Rona patients who don't require hospitalization. Atossa completed a successful in vitro testing followed by a phase 1 clinical study last year. Preliminary data showed safety and that the treatment was well tolerated. After feedback from the FDA from a pre-end meeting, the company outlined its clinical and regulatory strategy. Final data from this study is expected this quarter. As far as AT-H2O1 is concerned, it's actually a combination of 2 drugs already approved by the FDA to treat other diseases. Last May, Atossa completed its vitro testing of AT-H2O1 that showed the components of AT-H2O1 inhibits SARS-RONA2 infectivity of Vero cells, a standard cell type being used to study infectivity of the coronavirus. The company said that AT-H2O1 elements were found to be at least 4 times more potent than remdesivir and at least 20 times more potent than the hydrochloroquine. So based on its success with other clinical studies in Australia, Atossa applied to the regulatory authorities to conduct the initial clinical study of AT-H2O1 in Australia. Atossa anticipates receiving its this quarter as well, so we're gonna have to see on that one. So this one of my favorite picks, guys, so you already know. ATOS is the ticker symbol. It was up about 14% on Friday, and I actually had some shares in my portfolio that I did actually sell off a little bit of my position as it pulled back up. Now, right now, we're going to be looking down here. Obviously, end of 2020, it was trading down here very cheap, 90 cents. And now if we take a look, it's already made about a 300% gain in the past 2 months. So volume has been picking up very tremendously. 62 million shares, 100 million shares, 150 million shares. It's trading at least 10, 15, 20 million shares, and some days even more. We've seen it pop a few times. So up here, we saw a pop, got into that overbought level, pulled back down. Then we started to pull back up again. And once again, hit all-time highs for the 52-week highs right there, about $4.90, $5 area. Obviously, the stock was a little bit overbought. We saw this pullback from that $5 level all the way down to about $3 per share. So, pulled back down about a good $2, which is a, significant pullback. Now we're looking for it to bounce off, and that's what happened on Friday with a 14% gain, and it jumped on up. So with this one, we're going to give it a price target of $5.50. We definitely think that If we can get this inhalant and other products to be successful, this one can definitely continue to boom throughout 2021. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think about ATOS, Atossa Therapeutics? So the fourth biotech company is going to be Diffusion Pharmaceuticals Inc. So this one right here, it has experienced a strong move during the first few weeks of this year. However, on Friday, the penny stock gapped down aggressively after funding news. So Diffusion announced a $10 million bought deal of stock at $1.02 per share, considering that the day prior DFFN stocks had closed at $1.34. This was a very, very steep discount. But obviously, share dilution is something we're always looking at. And when stocks pull back like that, it's a good buying opportunity in my opinion. So once the market had time to digest the news, however, DFFN stock began climbing. It even closed the gap at one point after reaching highs of $1.35 during the tail end of the lunch hour. So this could have had to do with the company's outlined use of the proceeds. This included developing its lead product candidate, percentinate TSC, including one of their studies, the diffusing capacity of the lungs for carbon monoxide study, and other clinical trial activities. TSC has been indicated as a potential therapeutics for the Rona patients. It dosed the first 2 patients in a phase 1B clinical trial evaluating TSC in hospitalized Rona 19 patients. The company put together an external safe monitoring committee set to hold its initial meeting to evaluate the final dose group data on Friday. In a November update last year, Diffusion said that it expected top-line data to be available by the end of this quarter. So we're definitely going to keep our eyes on this one. Ticker symbol DFFN. It was down about 7.4% on Friday. It was down way more than that, but then it pulled back up. So it's a good thing that it pulled back up. Currently trading at $1.24. So what we see here is toward the end of the year, it's trading around 70 cents, and it continued to move on up. Then in 2021, obviously the stock continued to push on up. We made a decent amount, over about 50% gain, a little bit higher if it wasn't for that pullback on Friday. So volume is very low, actually. We're only trading around 5 to 10 million shares daily, and we seem to be bouncing back and forth right here, hitting this high and then pulling back to the support, hitting another high, pulling back to the support, and now we broke through that high and actually got to the 52-week highs at around $1.60. But obviously with the money that they just raised, the company obviously pulled back down a little bit. So what we're going to be looking for is another bounce around the $1.20 area in the future. Hopefully it consolidate around that area and then push on back up. So for this one, we're going to give this one a price target of $2 per share for the rest of 2021, and let's see what happens. And the fifth biotech penny stock on the list is going to be Lineage Cell Therapeutics Inc. So this one, unlike other names on this penny stock list, Lineage has actually experienced banner last 11 months. Since March of 2020, LCTX stock had climbed from around 60 cents to highs of $3.10 last week. The massive move hasn't come by chance. Lineage continued executing on the development of its pipelines of cell therapies. In particular, it's been focusing on OPC1, its OPC allogeneic transplant for the treatment of acute spinal cord injuries. Now, this month, Lineage entered into an exclusive option and license agreement with Neurgain Technologies Inc. Neurgain is a medical device company commercializing technology development by neurosurgeons at the University of California, San Diego. This agreement sees Lineage and Neurgain collaborating on the clinical testing of Neurgain's novel parenchymal delivery injection system, which is designed to allow for the administration of cells to spinal cord without stopping the patient's respiration. Now, Lineage also will be hosting on the OPC1 Investor and Analyst Day on February 22nd. This is going to be a huge thing. We might see a run-up to this date because that's what happens a lot of the times. And then at that event, it could just sell off back down. But if we get positive news, it could continue to go. So providing details on recent OPC1 milestones and plans for 2021, aside from OPC developments and recent agreements with Neurgain, there's another potential upcoming milestone to keep track of. This is related to its phase 1-2 study of its OP Regain to treat dry age-related macular degeneration. The company is expected to present new and accumulated OP Regain data on 2 occasions during the first and the second quarter of 2021. Patient enrollment for its clinical of VAX2 to treat non-small cell lung cancer is also expected to come to the completion this quarter. With so much going on, there's a lot to keep track of. With LCTX stock is going to be on fire in the upcoming weeks and upcoming months, guys. So ticker symbol LCTX. It was up about 6% on Friday, currently trading at just about $3 per share. It was up about 17 cents. We can see here it was trading around, 75 cents, and it's gone all the way up to about $3. So we've seen a massive, a little bit over 300% gains in a matter of a few months. So this stock is looking very, very hot. I mean, up here we hit a high, pulled back down, and now we're trying to break through it. If it can break through this $3 area that we're at now, which is the previous highs, we can continue to run. Now, with so much news surrounding this one, so many events coming up, and just so much data coming out, I'm going to give this one a price target that is going to be very, very high, and it's going to be very, very bullish. So my price target on LCTX is going to be $5 per share. This one is looking very, very hot on my list. Volume is great. We're trading 1 to 5 million shares every single day, which is beautiful. So $5 is my price target for 2021. If you guys made it into the end of this video, which I hope you did, because you definitely don't want to miss out on my opinion personally, LCTX is great. But my number one pick on this list is going to be Atossa Therapeutics Inc. I think that company has the biggest potential. If we get that inhalant through the nose, I think that is going to be huge for the Rona, as the Rona is not going anywhere right now. It's continuing to fight back against us no matter what we do. The cases keep on rising. Even though we try to pull back a little bit and try to win, it's always punching us back. So we're giving that 1-2, but it's giving us that 1-2-3. So it's always fighting back. We have to keep an eye out on the, on the Rona, and Atossa is going to be one of the key players in my opinion. And I think that Atossa is my number one pick on this list. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? Which one of these 5 stocks is your favorite on the list? Is it Atossa or is it something else? Now, as always, guys, as you know, this is not financial advice. This is just for educational purposes. I'm just showing you guys a list of penny stocks that I think are going to be hot in the next few weeks, next few months, and throughout 2021. Before investing into any stocks, especially penny stocks, speak to your financial advisor. Make sure you know what you're doing. If you guys want to sign up with Webull and get your 2 free stocks, links are going to be in the description. Join our Patreon for exclusive content on our Discord with alerts. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, comment below, letting me know what penny stocks you're trading right now. And if you enjoyed, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.